Welcome to Alcoholology. Today we're going to be reviewing Maker's Mark 46. I've been wanting to do this for a while. When I first started into whiskey, I tried the regular makers and I absolutely hated it. And then probably 2 years later, I wanted to try it again, and it turns out I really liked it. Your palate really changes over time. Uh, especially with harsher whiskeys, like 50% or above. You really start to appreciate those more, and you don't get the bite as you do when you first started, in your whiskey journey. But yeah, I've been wanting to try this, and I actually got this at the same time as I got the other one, just because I got a little 50 mil. And this, I saw this, so I'm like, well, I'll get the 375 just in case I don't like it again. And this was $21.99 for this, which is kind of high for 375, but this is 94 proof, 47 alcohol by volume. So, it's a little higher, so maybe we'll get some of the flavors that we have in the original, but, amped up a little bit. That's usually what happens. And this has been sitting here for about 20 minutes. It is going to be the first dram out of this bottle, but I don't think that's really going to make a big difference. Sure, it might open up a little bit more, but we'll see where it is. If it's, okay, then, maybe I'll revisit it and after it's opened up a little bit, or maybe just have a short video of, saying yes, it did or didn't. And but we'll see where we're at. A lot of what I remember from the original, but like I said, it's amped up a little bit. Caramel has this, I always, the first thing that comes to my head is probably not, but first thing that comes to my head is plastic. But you hear that and you're like, oh, that's gross, but it's not an unpleasant smell. So maybe it's something else, but that's the first thing that clicks into my head. It's got a really good nose. I mean, you hear some of the reviewers or even the distillers, some of their notes they get, and they seem pretty far-fetched, but it's just individual. That's, the first thing that, pops into their mind. I mean, a lot of times I don't get anything of what, is listed on the website for this. That's why I stopped even looking at them. When I first started, I used to look at them. Then I'm like, I don't even get any of that. Once in a while you will, like caramel, that's just about every bourbon out there. I get like a dark fruit. And that plasticky, but it's toned down now. When I first was smelling it, then you got that. But it's very light now. It's got some good tails. Well, let's see what it tastes like. Oh yeah, it's overwhelming, like cherry at first. But that's good, especially if you like cherry. Then it tones down. You get a little bit of kind of like oak and caramel combined. A lot of times they'll start off like an oak and then turn into a caramel, or a lot of times I'll get oak and then turn into a dark chocolate. This one kind of almost melts together. Yeah, that's really good. So glad I tried it again, the original. And this is my first time for this, but a lot of the similar flavors just, amped up a little bit. And that's kind of what I expected, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I really love that nose. It's been a while since I've uh, done a review. A lot of times I don't nose as much when I'm just enjoying the dram. You know, I might sniff it once and then that's it. Unless it's something new. But yeah, that's really nice. It is a little bit thin. You know, it doesn't coat the mouth as good as I would like, but it stays with you for a little while, especially the oak. And if you don't like oak, that might not be a thing, but that oak, tiny bit of pepper, that stays with you for a while. The sweetness goes away pretty quick, and which I don't mind. I know I like the sweetness, especially when you first, when you know first take a sip, but I don't like it to be overwhelming either. I don't want it to be like a flavored whiskey. Yeah, that's really nice. And as far as score, I would say solid 4 ribbon. And until next time, Cilantro.